Hello friend, today we are going to study practical number 3, study of specimen and their identification. In this practical we have to study the animal belonging to the kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia has some phylums like Porifera, Coelenterate, Platyhelminths, Aschelminths, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and the last one is Chordata. Here, in the last phylum Chordata, the subphylum is Vertebrata, the animal having vertebral column. This subphylum is again divided into two superclasses like Spices and Tetrapoda. Spices it include fishes and tetra means four, poda means legs. Animal having four legs are included in this superclass Tetrapoda. It has some classes like Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves and Mammalia. Let's study the first phylum, that is Porifera. Porifera means animal having pores on its body. So this is the example of Porifera phylum, that is sponge. This is the real specimen and this is the diagram of this specimen sponge. Okay, this sponge has a mouth, the uppermost opening. Here you can see this uppermost opening is known as osculum. Okay, and this type of cells are known as choanocyte, or these are called as collar cell. These cells are called as porocyte or pore cell. Okay, and the skin, the dermal layer of this is made up of pinacocyte. In this way, this is the specimen of phylum Porifera. Second phylum is Coelenterata. Coelenterata means, here the word coming from Greek word kylos means cavity and enteron means intestine. Animal having cavity in their intestine are classified in this phylum Coelenterata. This is the example of phylum Hydra. In this, the animals are aquatic, some are marine and some are freshwater form. Marine water means sea water and freshwater means river water. The animals are solitary or colonial. Means solitary means some organisms living freely, independently. So these are called as solitary, and some organisms live in a group or forming a colony. So these kind of organisms are called as colonial animal. Body cavity is called as coelenteron, and these organisms are found in two forms, polyps and medusa. Polyps means tube-like and medusa means umbrella-like coelenterates. Third phylum is Platyhelminths. It is also a Greek word. Platy means flat, helminths means worm. It means flat worm. This is the phylum of flatworm. These are parasitic and some are free living. These are triploblastic, means their body wall is made up of three germinal layers. They are bilaterally symmetrical. These animals are bilaterally symmetrical, means we can divide these kind of organism into by means two equal parts. Okay, in this way these animals have bilateral symmetry. They have incomplete and branched digestive system. These animals are dorsoventrally flattened. These are dorsoventrally flattened. Okay. Next phylum is Aschelminth. This is also a Greek word. Ascus means cavity, helminths means worm. The worm having cavity inside their body are grouped into aschelminths. These are parasitic, some are free living. Parasitic organism means the organism which lives or which depends on other organism for their survival. Triploblastic animals. These are triploblastic means their body wall is made up of three germinal layers. Tri means three, triploblastic. These are also bilaterally symmetrical means we can divide this organism into two equal parts. They have complete digestive system and separate, and sexes are separate means male and female organisms are there. Sexes are separate. Next phylum is Annelida. Annelida, the word coming from the Latin word L for Latin, annulus means ring. Animal having rings on their body. Here you can see the figure. This is the figure of earthworm and this is the figure of leech. Okay, here we can see that these animal having lines means ring they on their body, so these are included in the phylum Annelida. They are aquatic or terrestrial. Aquatic means some lives in water while some are terrestrial, they live on land. Some are ectoparasite and some are free living. Here the these organisms are triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical and have complete digestive system. Next phylum is phylum Orthopoda. The word coming from the Greek word that is arthros means jointed and podos means foot or leg. Animal having jointed leg. In this diagram we can see that their legs have some segments. They are triploblastic, bilaterally symmetrical. Their exoskeleton is chitinous. Their appendages are jointed and body is divided into three regions: head, thorax and abdomen. Next phylum is mollusk. Mollusk, this word coming from the Latin word, this is a Latin word, mollis means soft. Animal having soft body are included in a phylum mollusk. Example is snail. They are semi-aquatic or terrestrial. They are bilaterally symmetrical, without segmentation and having shell. We know that this is a snail and snail having this shell. Okay, and they have muscular foot. Their locomotory organ is, this is the ventral side of this organism. This is called as muscular foot. Next phylum is Echinodermata. This word coming from the Greek word also. Echinos means hedgehog, or we can say the spiny structure. Derma means, this is derma. Derma means skin. The animal having spiny skin or spiny skinned animal, these are included in the phylum Echinodermata. These are marine animal. They live in a sea water. They are radially symmetrical means we can divide these organism in any plane. Okay, we can divide this organism through this plane or through this. In this way we can divide this organism radially, so they have radial symmetry. Their body is covered with hard plate and spines. They have spines and calcareous hard plates.